have Tracey Moffett joining us from Royal LePage Westwood. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
Great to have you. Tracey's here for 2 segments today. First segment, we're going to be talking about some curb appeal and how to make your house look good on the outside. Second segment, we're getting our real estate knowledge tested a little bit, and I'm going to be the guinea pig.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun today, actually.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought I'd talk about, you know, curb appeal on your home and how important it is when you're selling. It's the time of year, everybody's outdoors, they're cleaning things up and stuff like that. I brought a couple of little tips for people that we'll show a little later, but the biggest thing, like, the curb appeal or your landscaping is probably the most underutilized area of your home when you're going to sell your house. It's the first thing people see when they drive up to your house. So they're going to get either a positive vibe of your house or a negative vibe, depending on what you've done. So we're going to talk about some tips on what you can do to you know, with very little money and add to the value of your home. So again, the outside like the inside, like clean it up, declutter. If you have too many flower beds, it can be a little distracting. So simple, clean. This time of year, or if you have pets, you may have little burnt spots in your grass. So if you want to fix that, we've got a little video from our friends at Better Home and Gardens Real Estate Division that can show you tips on how to do that.
Let's take a look.
Having a great lawn is the sign of a well-cared-for home. Buyers will definitely notice if your grass isn't looking its best. Here's my quick solution for fixing those yellow patches. Take a sharp spade and trim around the spot you want to replace. Now make sure you're cut down at least 3 inches. Add a little fresh soil to the section and replace with a new piece of sod. To speed up the growth and to fix those edges, add a simple mix of grass seed and soil between the old lawn and the new. This will help blend it all together. And don't forget, you have to water deeply to keep everything healthy. Now this method won't take very long, and you won't have to wait until the seeds grow to have the perfect lawn that your neighbors will envy.
This is a great tip because, as we know, dogs can make a huge difference to the quality of your lawn.
And like I say, a lot of people focus on the inside and they tend to forget about the outside, and they're worried about maybe like dog poop being on the lawn. But you little burnt out patches of grass, this is an easy way to fix it. Another area too that people think is trendy, and it is in certain ways, is adding gravel to your landscaping. You know, it's definitely easier watering, you know, as opposed to watering your grass and stuff, but it can become very high maintenance. You can get a lot of nasty weeds in places that are hard to get to. So gravel isn't necessarily the best thing to put down. You can use bark mulch. I tell people it's cheap. It gives a nice fresh look to your house. But one of the other things that we don't often talk about that can be really effective is the lighting around your house. You know, if you've got different features, whether it's a stone pillar, it's an archway, if you can light it in such a way that all of a sudden your house becomes an art piece, it can definitely add value to your house. This time of year is perfect. They've got sales on at, you know, Canadian Tire, Walmart, all those kind of things. You can pick them up. Solar powered, they're inexpensive. And we have another video that shows you on how you can do that.
Adding some outdoor lighting is a great way to create impact, whether it's in the back or the front of the house. And with the new solar lighting systems or even the LEDs, it's so easy to use, and at the same time, it won't break the bank. You want to highlight the best features of your house, and a little soft lighting will go a long way to doing just that. Now, I know a lot of people like to use these along pathways, but my personal favorite, I put them in the plant beds. I put them on my favorite plants almost like they're their own personal spotlights, highlighting the best features of the garden. Remember though, less in this situation is definitely more. Think about highlighting a beautiful piece of art, not creating an airport runway.
We've all seen a few airport runways, and then a couple of them burn out, and then it looks terrible.
Totally, and absolutely, and you know, and I know I've been guilty of it. You get those moon rays and you line them up all on your driveway, and yeah, he's totally right. So less is more, and then showcasing some of the highlights of your home. You know, probably the easiest tip I can give people, clean it up, and if you want to add a pop of color, red is the #1 color to add. It draws the attention you know, a lot easier. It looks good. It pops out. It stands out. So just cleaning up everything, maintaining it, and it's just as important as the inside of your house.
Absolutely. It's the first thing they see.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, great tips today, Tracy. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're testing our real estate knowledge. Stay with us. Welcome back. We have Tracey Moffett joining us from Royal LePage Westwood, and we are testing out our real estate knowledge in this segment. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah. I thought I'd throw a few questions at you and see what you know. We've got some information about the Kamloops market, and we have some information about other markets. So
this is a true or false situation.
Yes.
So I've got my placards ready to go.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay,
So we're ready for the first question.
Yes.
So obviously, we're going to start with the biggest house out there, the White House. So, question for you, true or false? The White House has been valued at $110 million. Is this true or is this false?
I'm going to say it's worth more than that. False.
You're wrong.
Shush!
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm already
It's actually valued at $110 million.
Really?
If you factor in the historical value of it with all the presidents and stuff that have lived there, it's closer to $1 billion. So it's a little bit of a trick question. The White House has 132 rooms that make up 55,000 square feet. It's got a swimming pool, bowling alley, movie theater, and so much more.
Wow.
$110 million.
Yes.
Wonder if they have to pay taxes.
I don't think the president's paying the taxes. That's just my guess. Okay, let's go on to number 2.
Scotch tape. So you're thinking Scotch tape, what does that have to do with housing? Well, there was a guy who started out with a roll of Scotch tape and traded his way up until he owned a house. Is this true or is this false?
Okay.
So he traded his way up, starting with a roll of Scotch tape till he owned a house.
True. I think I heard this somewhere. True?
It's a little bit of a trick question.
Oh,
it's
no.
actually false. It was a paper clip.
Oh.
He started with a red paper clip, traded his way 14 times. This is a true story. The guy actually he now owns a house on Main Street in Kipling, Saskatchewan.
No way.
Yep.
So it's a Canadian story.
A Canadian, true story.
I heard about that, but you know what? You got me because you know what? It was a paper clip you started with.
Yeah, so close.
Yeah,
so
these are good questions.
number 3.
Okay.
So we have a red door. What's so unique about a red door? Well, in Scotland, homeowners paint their red door when they pay off their mortgage. Is this true or false?
There's a story about this in Victoria where if you have a red door, you paint it red if you have daughters that you're looking to marry off. But this is different. This is whether or not you paid off your mortgage.
This is in Scotland. Yeah.
Let's go with true.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yay!
You got it right. Yay. Yeah, so it varies from place to place. In the U.S., there was a claim that Albert Einstein started the trend because he couldn't find his way back to his house. in Ireland, doors are painted red to ward off ghosts and evil spirits. And the Chinese paint a fresh coat of bright red on their front doors annually before the new year to attract good luck and fortune.
Fun.
And then I guess maybe in Victoria they do this as well, or somewhere
or in
else
the
where you're
old
saying?
days, like in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know, not recently.
So, but in Scotland, if you're ever in Scotland and you see a house with a red door, you know that their mortgage is paid off.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Okay, let's go to the next one.
So this one, $, yeah, right? We're talking about the Kamloops market this time. In the last 30 days, the average sale price in Kamloops was $330,034. Is this true or false?
It seems
In the
low to
last
me.
30 days.
Okay, I'm gonna say, oh, this is hard. It seems low, a little bit low, but I know that I'm gonna say true.
You're right. It is true. So
Okay.
this is just the last 30 days. And again, each month is going to vary depending. Like if you have a home that is sold, you know, over 600, 70, even over $1 million, that's going to bring the average price up. So it depends on the month. So that one, congratulations, you got that one.
All right, last one.
Last question, Kamloops. So according to the 2011 census, Aberdeen was ranked #1 in population of areas in Kamloops.
Like the largest population?
Yes.
In 2007.
Is this, no, 2011.
Oh, 2011 census.
Yeah, in the census. Aberdeen was ranked #1 in population in the area of Kamloops.
I'm going to say false, but I don't know, and I live in Aberdeen.
It's actually correct. It is false. It's actually Brocklehurst.
I believe that,
Brocklehurst has tops out at 12,767 people that live there.
Okay.
Aberdeen actually ranked #3.
Or
surprising.
second, Saheli?
The North Shore.
North Shore in
The
the
North
general.
Shore has 10,681, and Aberdeen has just over 9,000 people.
Okay, we have all learned a few things today. I love the local ones. I also love that I got the local ones right. That makes me feel good.
There you
We
go.
should do more of this. I like game
It's
time.
fun, right? Yeah, there you go.
It's educational games that we can all enjoy. Thank you for putting this together. This was fun
You're
today.
welcome. No problem.
If you have any questions for Tracey, you certainly can get a hold of her at TraceyMoffett.com as well. The phone number on the screen can hook you up with her as well, 374-1461. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.